Stranger Things, Steve Harrington. Let's go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. So, start with his eyes. Yeah, you got like big eyelid lines. So we'll do in here diagonal first, right? And they're kind of flat across the top, so we go like down. His kind of eyelid comes across his eyelashes. So it comes down like that. And then we have a spiky tear duct. And then it seems to just come down around into the corner. And then like his eyelid line comes out the front here as well. Could have a little eyelid line just coming around here. And then his iris. Down from the top eyelid. Just a circle. And then his pupil. Just a circle in the middle. Circle inside a circle. So he's frowning kind of heavily, right? So his eyebrow just goes this way. And goes back. They're not like real, they're not big eyebrows. They're kind of thin, you know what I mean? Down there. He has a freckle just on the end of this eyebrow. Like something like that. So he seems to be sort of frowning rather heavily there. Dude, I'm just going to darken this up for eyelashes. You can't see his eyelashes, but humans have eyelashes, so I'll just darken this part sort of up a bit. So his other eye, we're in 3/4 pose, so it's in behind his nose. So we will curve this way. For the bridge of the nose, goes like out and in. And then tip of the nose sort of comes around here. And it just hooks around for the skin of it at the bottom. We need his nostril. And you can kind of darken up the corner of this a bit. And then we got the skin of it on the side here. Skin of the other nostril just along the side here as well. And like the bridge of his nose, sort of just in there. And that's all you really need to do for the nose, roughly. So his other eyebrows, so it's right down, right? Like it's a big frown. So it comes like flat across and then it arches sort of up and it's kind of hairy, right? And the other eye is like in here. It's kind of skinny at the front, so I think it's like this on this side. But then it like arches up real big. I think, and then down. It's a real heavy frown. So then his eye comes out from there, down, in, and then it comes around right up into the corner there. So I can't really see his tear duct, but like there definitely should be a tear duct in there. It's very dark. I'm gonna do tear ducts kind of there maybe. And then we get the sort of iris again. So he's looking right over into the corner of his eye. So we go. Try and get them about the same size. And then the pupil. Sort of just in the middle there. Da-da-dum. I think he's another eyelid line just coming over that. There's all the eyelashes there. Right, so we got some cheek lines just here. Another sort of here. And then his mouth. So his mouth is kind of open. So we'll go just across this way. And then it goes down, back up, and then down to the corner of the mouth there. So it looks like it's closed at the minute, but we will just do our sort of top lip area here. Go up, down there. And then the bottom lip sort of comes around here to the corner. And then we're just gonna, I'm gonna add like a shadow in here just to make this lip look like it's more open basically. So it's like just blackening this a bit. So just kind of darkening it up. And then we got like the top lip sort of area there. And then maybe like just a chin line down there. He has more sort of freckles on his cheek here. He's a few, they're like moles or freckles. And like one on his jaw down there as well. Right, so chin. Just here. And comes up for his jaw. Up to there. Do-do-do-do. So on this side we have his cheek, so it kind of like bumps out a couple of times, out and in. And then his cheek comes out again, just into like the corner of his eye here. Boom, boom. He's kind of frowning sort of heavily on that side as well. And then of course it's all about that hair. So say like just above his jaw here, we get like the sideburn. Right? And then he has like long sort of flowing, kind of looks wet, but just all these long kind of spikes just over his ear. Say like, so his earlobe is here, so the ear sort of starts this way. And then there's some hair covering it. And then his ear lines inside. So then his hairline sort of keeps going. So your forehead and your nose are roughly the same size. Like from here to here, will bring you kind of up to where his like forehead, top of his hairline will be, right? And then like about there, maybe a bit lower. So I'll go there. And then we'll go just across, right? And it just comes down across all this. And then up the other side. So then he has obviously like that big wisp. So like real big, like wispy sort of hair that flicks around. Right, like really goes like all the way around, like back even onto his forehead. Like, so there's a big section, like a big twirl sort of. Right, so it's kind of crazy. And it really gives him instantly, it just looks like Steve Harrington. Like it's amazing the effect that does. Like who else could that be? So like it all flicks around, right? And his forehead is just like in here, so like the other side of his forehead. So and then you just got to add like all this sort of texture, right? So like all this all around. So it all flows around. And then it changes its direction in here. So some of it like goes this way. So it starts to go like this way then. Right, so Just keep adding your texture until you're kind of happy with the look of the thing. And it goes along behind his neck as well. So we have like these long bits just in behind his neck. And then some that stick out over here as well. Ba-ba-dum. Okay, you can just keep going on that for ages, but I think that's probably enough. Right, then we'll kind of just go down and do his jacket, right? So he's got like a big collar. So kind of high up on his neck. Where would it be? So like it goes kind of this way. It's like a high collar, you know, like he pops the collar. It comes in there. Then that way. There's like all these fold lines and stuff on it. Bit of a button here. And then, so like his neck and Adam's apple sort of come that way. And then his collar on this side sticks out. He's got like a t-shirt, I think, in here. Very dark in there, so it's hard to see, but there's another collar in there. Just all folding lines down that way. He has another freckle on his neck. Dude is riddled with these things. Got a lot of them. And then this goes down from the collar. How high up is that collar? Like there, I think. And then down. And you have like just a shoulder line, sort of that way. And then some folds. Steve from Stranger Things. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.